My name is Derick G, and I'm a creative engineer. What inspired me in photography, it was something I loved to do. As a kid, I never imagined it being a career. That was never a set goal. It just kind of happened, and I ran with it. Been a blessing. In today's, thank God, it's been 13 years that I've lived off of it. Till today, I'm still going strong. First time I ever played with a camera was a Canon Rebel XT. A couple friends of mine that go by the photography name Time Shift Studios, they let me hold a camera inside of a nightclub called Oxygen. I had never shot with anything like that, and just seeing the possibilities of what I can do with that, felt good. It was never like a set goal to, I'm gonna start shooting celebrities or girls or cars or whatever. It was just something cool to do, something that I enjoyed. One of the things I've learned about being a photographer in my career is not every moment is meant to be photographed. Some of the best moments are just meant to be taken in with your own eyes. If you can do both, that's a blessing. But I've learned in my past that sometimes things don't translate physical form like they do in visual form, if that makes any sense. For example, we were at the Louvre in Paris. In Paris. I know I saw the Mona Lisa, but I had to confirm in my camera like 7 times because I couldn't process in my brain. I remember seeing it with my eye because I was so worried about taking a picture of it and taking a picture with it that I didn't even get to take it in. So even right now, I know I took the photo because I have the proof, but I don't remember seeing it. So that day taught me, this was maybe 2014, 2015. That taught me sometimes you just gotta sit there, put your camera down, put your phone down, and just embrace it, take the moment in. And then if you have time to take a photo, cool. Most people take photos to prove to friends and family that, hey, look what I was doing, hey, look where I was. But then they miss the whole point of being there. They lose the experience because they're so caught up trying to capture the moment on their phone, and it's not the same. The Your New Just Safe With Me slogan was brought together by a friend of mine's DJ. We thought it fit my brand very well, so we ran with it. It's pretty factual. I've seen hundreds of women naked. I photographed hundreds of women naked. And, I get a lot of clients, female clients that come in and want to kind of take this type of photography when they're at their prime. They feel their body's the best it's ever been or the best it'll ever be. And, a lot of these girls work very hard for their bodies and they want to just have memories sometimes. Sometimes they end up on social media, obviously with the girl's permission, the model's permission. Sometimes people don't even know I shot certain people because they're paying me to shoot them and it's for them and that's that, If you pay attention to the kind of clients I've had in general, trust and respect are a big part of it. For me to work with giants like LeBron James, the Cash Money Empire, there's a privacy thing where you need to respect their privacy and when to turn the camera off, when to walk away, and just there's certain things you gotta understand. It's like anything else. These are people. You just it's kind of I guess it's like a sixth sense for me. So it just all goes back down to trust and respect. Working with LeBron was a very cool experience. I'm not a sports fan at all. So it was kind of cool to see him in my perspective as a person. As just, I guess, a brand, an influencer, a socialite. Obviously, we shot all his basketball stuff. It came about, I was doing when he moved down here to Miami, Nike was a client, Beats became a client, and he's endorsed by both. So working with him through Nike and through Beats, eventually I met the entire team. You start seeing familiar faces, you start making connections, and then one day someone from his team approached me about doing something with him, one-on-one, and talked about it, we worked it out, and it was cool. I got to work with him his last year in Miami, and then his first year back home in Cleveland, and it was definitely a cool experience. IAE is a tagline I came up with. It stands for I Am Expensive. And it basically was designed to filter out the bullshit. And what I mean by that is, one thing I hate is haggling and negotiating and back and forth. I figured by doing this, I filtered out all the hagglers. And I don't want to call them cheapskates, but just all the people that they want $1 million production for a $500 budget. And it worked great for me because I don't get the phone calls, I barely get the DMs. They're like, hey, what do you charge for this? 9 times out of 10, if someone hits me up, I'm just sending them an invoice and it works out great. So it was a cool filtration system, I guess with clients. People like buying name brand stuff. And funny thing is, I've realized how big a brand could be. We were in Paris again, the first time with all the cash money out there. We were at a Louis Vuitton store. He just had gone on a shopping spree on the second floor. We were leaving, a big dollar amount. And as we were leaving, someone opened a drawer in front of him and he happened to see some socks. And when I say he, I mean Birdman. They were Louis Vuitton, I think cashmere socks, I don't know. It was just literally 2 socks, not just like one pair. They were $400 and he bought 3 pairs. I'm like, this dude just bought socks. He's spent $1,200 on 3 pairs of socks. With $1,200, I can have socks for the rest of my life. And all it was is because they were Louis Vuitton. So once I figured that out about how important name brand is, like that blew my mind. And that's when I really fell in love with branding and marketing. And one of the funniest moments that was very memorable, I was like, yo, I can't believe I'm getting paid for this shit. I got sent to Rio at the beginning of the World Cup with one of the Beat characters. The little Beats characters had the speaker in the mouth, and I basically had to take pictures of the character on vacation. So I'm at the Corcovado, which is the Christ the Redeemer, the giant Christ that they have over there at the edge of the mountain, taking pictures or portraits of this character, like him looking up at it, and I'm just laughing to myself like, yo, I can't believe like I'm in Brazil getting paid for this right now. Really, my next venture is conceptual, creative, and marketing and branding. So I want to start building brands, start putting together color palettes, logo, just everything, even from the photo and video aspect. And if I want to shoot it, cool. If I think we should hire a photographer because they have a specific kind of look for it, cool. If I want to hire a different video team to do it, cool. I can technically do it myself, but do I want to? Chances are I don't. Building on the creative, but more on the delegating when it comes to the physical labor of it, just because I know guys that are more passionate than I am at it, and I think they're going to kill it more than I will. You know, the goal is just to eventually build a creative hub where all the creative avenues can live in one space to a certain extent, and then just be able to just build with brands, man. That would be like the ultimate goal.